Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Aggies offense will have the first possession of the game. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Pressure coming. He's got him this time. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession.
Got room on the return. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And that had all the makings of bugged meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Aggie. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. So here comes the Auburn offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield on first down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Rushes on him. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback on the keeper. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. So, guys, where were you when Auburn and Texas A&M were going back and forth in that 4-overtime marathon last year?
I was glued to my TV set. Are you kidding me? That's one of the most memorable games, not just in the SEC, but in all in college football. 4 overtimes? David, if we can get half of what that game was last year, man, we are in for a fun one today.
And Jordan Hare was rocking. Auburn had so many close losses. It was finally that moment where they kind of put it together, got out to a great start, held on late, and made the plays late in the game. What a phenomenal game a year ago.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got him along the sidelines. Beautiful footwork for the first down. You might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate each of these.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. He's got an open man. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Auburn lines up quickly.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that.
He leaves it with the back. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. Now the lead is down to 11. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Williams. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Makes the grab. It's Moss. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First and 10. Looking to pass. It's Reed. There's the pressure. And incomplete on the deep ball. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
And these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open, wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking deep down the right side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Offense gets set for 2nd down. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snatches it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Ice water in this quarterback's veins, man. 3rd play of the drive. It's 3rd and 10. You know the defense is expecting pass, but this quarterback, laser focus. He found the matchup. Great job reading coverage, and that was an absolute dime deep down the field.
Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Going up top again. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack play.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. Powers through the defender. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Throws for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're going into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Aggies! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking for room, it's Owens. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Yeah, and now they got to put it together, right? And this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches. And so this is really hard for them, but I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away.
Number 38 in punt formation to kick it away.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going with the ground game left. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And here comes the offense on second down. On the ground is Alston. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Auburn to the line in a hurry. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Grabs it inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Go into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air, it's Reed. Immediately fires to the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked.
It's a running room. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Snagged in the middle. It's Owens. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his man. It's Bussey. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something.
And it's picked off for the third time today. He'll try to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points.
Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
He'll take another shot here. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
And they won't try another play, instead taking a knee, and they'll head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And these two defenses have shown uncommon discipline through two quarters, especially the D-backs. They've kept to their assignments, covering those receivers like cheap suits. Certainly not the fashionable wardrobe OKC wears here in studio. Anyway, yes, the passing game. Be better. How's that for a breakdown? With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Auburn lines up quickly. Wants to fire on second down. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Aggie!
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll That'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know
Turning on the Jets. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Takes the handoff. It's Owens. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Finds his man. It's Bussey. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
Wants to throw. It's Reed. Quarterback moving. Gets rid of it. Caught behind the line. It's Craven. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
A lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies into the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Gets it out fast. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Fields. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Motion from the wide receiver. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. With the catch, it's Thompson. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gonna run it. It's Owens. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Caught close to the marker. It's Norman. There he goes. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The lone back's got it. Shakes off the defender. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fields. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Back to pass. It's Daniels. Fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense...
He's loose. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away.